Lisa is a first-time caller out of Georgia. Georgia on my mind. Lisa, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
How you doing, Jesse?
All is well, Lisa. How you?
I am doing fine. I really do enjoy your show.
Thank you.
I look at it every day.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I come over here because I want to talk about black people, and I seen on your show one time, and it says, "Is black people cursed?" And my opinion is, I'm not even for sure, but I think black people are cursed. I think they are cursed, and I have gotten very irritated around black people. Now, I am a Christian, and I love my black people, and I also love white people. I love white people just as much as I love black people.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something, Jesse. What I can't understand, black people is the one that dividing this country.
Yeah.
Black people is the one that's running around him and starting a whole new war around this country. And I'm going to tell you one person who I cannot stand is D.L. Hugin. D.L. Hugin got this show, and he is sitting up here. He is putting false lies out about Donald Trump. This man talks about Donald Trump all day, every day, 24 hours. The man don't even come up for air. He telling more lies than bat flying out of hell about black this and black that and black. And he don't even know where he getting his information from. And I think, really tell you the truth, he sits there and he make it up. It been many times I tried to call this man's show to go off on this man, but he got his show read where people that talks against him, they can't call in, but the only one that agree with him can call in. So my thing is, I'm going to tell you something. Black people, they run around here and they tell lies, and they're talking about how the white police are killing black boys. Let me tell you something, Jesse. I'm 55 years old, and I've been around Georgia. I've been around. We've been through the hood, every hood there is, been growing up in the hood. Do you know we have seen a man rob the store, run up the street while I was standing there waiting for my grandchildren to get off the bus, and when the police caught up to him, the police asked him to stop right there where he was and get his hand up. He had his hand up at first, and then all of a sudden, when one officer approached him, he started fighting with the officer, and he was beating the officer at first, and the other officer came in. He took that officer's stick and busted him in the face with it, and his face was bleeding. And both of them trying to detain him and get him down to the ground. But soon the rest of the police came, and everybody else came, and the news channel came. Guess what they did?
What's
they
that?
turned around and said, all the black people said, "Oh, they ambushed him. They ambushed him." And me and my friends turned around. She said, "Did you see that?" And I said, "Girl, they been lying like this.
Yes.
Black people been lying like this. And they've been doing this everywhere we go. We've been seeing all this happening. They lie. They stand there and they lie. And black people are the most higher rate of crime of people in the world. They run around. They steal. They kill. They rape. And they kill all day, every minute, every second. When you look on news, that's all who you see on news. And the first they want to say, white people too, they just don't show them on news. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They show them on news.
Yeah.
But black people always got an excuse for what they do. They always got an excuse. They're just like Monique. Monique, she cares so much about her black people. She loves her black people. But her black people is the one that blackballed her. Her black people is the one that threw her up under the bus. And I'm going to tell you something, Jesse. If black people don't wake up and get it right with all this they got going on and all these three black women that started all this Black Lives Matter, what would Black Lives Matter when my son got killed? My son never been in the game. My son never been to jail. My son never been fingerprinted. My son never been in no trouble. But you broke in my house and you stole something belonging to me. My son never went after you. 6 months later, you came back and you killed my son. I had one man tell me, he said, "You know what, Miss Carla? I ain't never had a problem out of a white man. When I come home from my everyday job and pull up in my yard with my rims on my car, it ain't no white man standing in the bushes hijacking my car. It always a black man. Everywhere you go, you got black people in the street fighting, holding up phones and filming the fights everywhere you go. Now, black women and children that's on Section 8, they don't move up there to Buckhead and ran all the white folks out of Buckhead. Don't broke into folk houses and don't beat the folk. Don't kill the people. Everywhere they go, they just looting. They steal. They kill. They lie about everything. And this ain't nothing nobody told me. This is something that we see every day.
Yeah.
And these white liberals don't care nothing about black people. Black Lives Matter don't care nothing about black people. Because if you care anything about black people, Black Lives Matter was started in our hate neighborhood and stop black on black crime first before you try to run out there and run after somebody else because of they white.
Yeah.
And every time you turn around, black people got an excuse. They act like they can't control themselves. They always say, well, the white man put the drugs over here. Okay, he did. But guess what? If white people was to fly a helicopter over the air and they got a big box of cocaine bigger than a car and they drop it down in the black people's neighborhood, guess how many black men going to kill each other to get to it?
Yep.
Black people didn't tell you to go to it. Black people didn't tell you to go get it and kill each other for it. You did this on your own. They always blame the white folk for everything that they do. Oh, the reason why I can't read, because I used to go to school and I was a class clown and I did this and that. I wouldn't stay in school. But it was the white man the reason why I can't read. Let me tell you something, Jesse. It used to be a time we used to go into the welfare office. And I remember my mom used to take us in there when we were little. White people were so nice, so kind and courteous. They would smile and get us up in there, get our information, and give us our things, and give us our stuff that we need, and get us up out of there. Now you got black women that's up in there. Soon you walk up in there, they toot their nose up at you like you stink, and you ask them a question. Oh, ma'am, you just turn the corner and go up to the second floor. Then you be like, excuse me, ma'am, just go to the corner and turn around and go to the second floor. And then you come back and ask them another question. Ma'am, what is it? I told you to go around the corner. Go. They got attitude. Black women got the most terrible attitude in the world. And I'm going to tell you something. Every other race besides race don't start hating black people.
Yeah.
They hate black people.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something about what's wrong with the mothers. What's wrong with the mother and what's wrong with the children? You're right. There's no father in the home.
Yeah.
And men's a coward now. They are cowards. They let the women take over. They cowards. And you know what? You know why the children out there? Because for one thing, I got a lot of friends. Every time you turn around, they at the club, they at the strip club, chasing men, booty shaking, while their sons and daughters across town breaking in somebody's house. Breaking in somebody's house, robbing, stealing, and killing. But let me tell you something. Black boys and black men can go home if they will stop resisting arrest. I've seen them. They will stand there and fight the police, even try to grab their gun. They will fight them. We've seen it everywhere we go. We saw it.
Yeah.
We saw it. And this ain't nothing nobody telling me. And you know why people hate Donald Trump? These people don't even know Donald Trump. People hate Donald Trump because everybody else hates Donald Trump.
Yeah.
It's a trend. It's a popular thing. All because Joe Biden put a lie out there. All because the Democrats put a lie out there. It's fake news. And the first thing they want off is that Trump this and Trump that. What about Joe Biden? I remember Joe Biden been on the seat for 47 years and never did nothing for nobody. But soon Trump came in and tried to save the nation. Y'all never gave the man a chance. Soon the man got up there. Y'all started attacking the man. But soon the man lashed back out at y'all. Oh, he is not president material. But Joe Biden is. He is.
That's
and
amazing.
then Maxine Waters the one that told y'all Black Lives Matter and all y'all folks, go out there and tear it up. Beat everybody up. Do what you got to do. Approach them. Fight them. Tag down. She told them to do that. They showed a clip. They pulling it up.
Yeah.
They pulling it up.
Absolutely.
But then you said what Donald Trump did at the state capitol, but Donald Trump didn't say none of that. They lying. And I'm going to tell you something. If you are lying, you'll steal. If you'll steal, you'll kill. And I'm going to tell you something. And Jesus said in the Bible, when he come back, people, men and women going to be lovers of themselves. People wouldn't go care about people no more. But black people, if they don't get it right, I'm going to tell you some white liberals are hyping black people up.
Yeah.
They out there walking the street with them talking about Black Lives Matter. White liberals don't care about black people. They just want y'all vote to help overthrow the government. That's all they want, and they don't want you to have no voices. Do they not know that Joe Biden is practicing socialism?
Amazing.
And trying to do dictator, take away everybody's freedom? But they don't see that, do they? They don't see none of that. All they can see is Donald Trump. They so focused on Donald Trump until they cannot see all the wrongdoing that Joe Biden doing.
Amazing.
And Joe Biden don't even know whether he coming or going. But what I can't understand, I'm looking at the brothers. Y'all cowards.
Yeah.
You cowards.
Yeah.
Men supposed to be the head of their household.
Yeah.
And now here they are. And then women having abortion. Let me tell you something. These feminists, I'm not prejudiced. But this feminist thing, white women came out with this feminist thing.
Yeah.
And then black women came along and jumped on the bandwagon with them. When have you ever known back in the day that black women were just up and just killing their children like that?
That's right.
Just killing their children like that.
Yeah.
Now they don't start putting their children in the oven, leaving their children in the car. Now they getting overwhelmed, killing their children themselves. Black women never done nothing like that.
Yep. Absolutely.
They never done nothing like that. But when white supremacist women came along and feminine women came along, that's when, and I'm going to tell you something about the colleges. The college professors are brainwashing these children. They pulled up a clip that me and my daughter seen 2 weeks ago. This man, 1984, he said that it's going to take 20 years to brainwash these college students and the rest of the population. 20 years. And he said the professor's job, they was getting paid lots of money to brainwash students, to brainwash them now. And my niece had a project she had to do on abortion. And when she had that project to do, asking them, do they believe in abortion? Do they think this and that is right? When she said she was going to put on there, she don't believe in abortion, the professor told her, you would get an L for that.
Amazing.
You would get an L for that.
Yeah.
Then the white man said, he said, now the professor are doing all this. They are getting paid for all this. He said, but they think that they go and join the Democratic Party. They're going to be up at top with people. But little do they know, they all going to be lined up against the wall and they will be shot to death. And the man said, but why? He said, because they know too much.
Amazing.
Now, our civil rights leaders, we don't have civil rights leaders like we used to. The good civil rights leaders don't die out. The civil rights leaders we got now are paid to be in hush. See, they getting paid a lot of money, and they ride along with this Black Lives Matter, dividing the country. Martin Luther King died for nothing. He trying to, bring blacks and whites together, but blacks don't came out and trying to separate blacks and whites.
Yeah.
And the civil rights leaders are doing it. And look at these old cats out here. The old cats, they down with it.
Yeah.
The old folks.
Yeah.
What happened to Big Mama back in the day with that cricket weed with the cane, and when you walk up to her and just butt in without saying "excuse me," and she backlash and hit you with your cane? What happened to them kind of discipline that we had back in them days?
Yeah.
You know why? Because you got the old women trying to be young. You got the mother trying to be young. The grandmother is the age of what? 35 now. The great grandmama is the age of what? 48, 49.
Yeah. Amazing.
You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to tell you something. Black people sitting around here blaming everybody for their life, for their mistake and everything they do. And D.L. Hughley is sitting up here. He provoking all this stuff. He calling corruption. D.L. Hughley don't even care about black life.
Right.
He's getting paid for this stuff.
Yeah.
He getting multiple time paid for all of this. This man talk about Donald Trump won't even come up for air. And Whoopi Goldberg, it just said.
Yeah. Amazing.
It's sad. And I'm going to tell you something. They don't know all of this is going to affect all of us.
Yeah.
Black people better wake up. All this is going to affect them. Whoopi Goldberg, they coming for you too. They coming for you too.
Yeah.
And you know what, D.L. Hughley? They coming for you too. They coming for all of us. And Black Lives Matter making it worse. Black Lives Matter, let me tell you something. Joe Biden's in the office now. Get what? Y'all, Black Lives Matter been out there in the spotlight too long. They getting tired of you now.
Amazing.
They getting tired of you now. They finna shut you down.
So, Lisa, for the record, are you black?
I'm black.
Yeah, okay. Lisa.
I'm black, and I'm black and proud, but I love white people, white and proud. God made us all. We all bleed the same.
Yeah.
So I don't have no color to look at.
That's right. Lisa, this is one of the most amazing calls I've received in a long time. And I'm glad that you got through. I'm glad you were able to get it off your chest because you are a good witness to what blacks used to be and what they're doing today. I never thought, when I was growing up, I never thought I would see black people in this condition. And then,
Me either.
and in the churches and the so-called black politicians, and no one is correcting them. They're just allowing them to go out of control. I never imagined seeing that.
In the 90s, it was good.
Yeah.
In the 80s, the 80s were good. The 90s was good. Even around the 2000s. I mean, they don't came and change everything.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you something. I blame most of the black people. I blame
do too.
black people.
Yeah.
I blame them.
Yeah.
But then you know what? You say you let Donald Trump come out your mouth, black people will jump on you and beat you. If you don't agree with Democratic people and black people, they will beat you. They will beat you. I have never seen this in history. And I'm 55 years old. I have never seen nothing like this.
Amazing.
And black people, you give them, let me tell you something. You give them a privilege to do something, they'll take it and run with it. And you give them an arm, they'll come back for a leg. You give them a leg, they'll come back for an eyeball.
Yeah.
They'll just keep running and then making it worse and worse. And the young black folk, they really think they doing something. God said in the Bible, the young generation was going to get wicked and wickier.
Yeah, and it's happening. Lisa, I got to run.
And you got the old cats, the old people are allowing it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Lisa, I must run, but call me again. I am glad that you got through. Thank God for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
God bless you, Lisa. Call me again, all right?
Okay.
All right. All I got to say to that is amen. And it's refreshing to hear it coming from someone else. Black and white, but white's not going to say it.
Amazing.
Amazing. That is was an amazing call from Lisa, a first-time caller out of Georgia, 55 years old. Y'all better listen up, folks. It is good versus evil, and most blacks, not all, but most black people are pushing evil. And the liberal whites and others are encouraging it. And in all honesty, the conservative whites are encouraging it too by not saying anything about it. Where is the love? You're trying to change yourself, but if you don't change the heart, you're not changing anything. Salvation is of the heart. The heart must be changed from hate to love. I remember when black people were of love for the most part, when I was growing up, before the civil rights movement. That's gone now. That is gone. Amazing call. It was just mind-blowing. I had to let her go on and get it off her chest. Because I know I'm fortunate that I do have this show. I speak, I do Sunday services, fallerstate.tv. I'm always getting it off my chest. I'm glad, Lisa, you were able to get it off yours.